Good evening, friends. This is Arpita here. So every day we are, I work from Divine Space, a center for self-discovery, and this thing every day I'll be sharing talk on few subjects which are important for us to be in life. So as on today's topic, it would be meditation and energy healing practices. Okay. Now, when we listen to meditation, the word meditation, what actually we mean? What is meditation? So, to be very simple, meditation is the state where you are completely zero, where there is no thought, no experience, no emotion, absolutely stillness. It is like the mind has completely, it went into the state of pause, a stillness mode. Okay, that is the state of meditation is not something where a person can do, or it is not a doing. It is a state where it is beyond all the experiences. Okay, that is meditation. And now, why meditation is important for us? Okay, being very basic, why meditation is important is because overall we know the physical factors. It gives the immunity, our immunity system becomes stronger, and you can handle better, in much better way than before, the life issues which are coming. And there's so many physical and psychological things. You become calm, you become composed, and you're able to have clarity in life. You're able to make better choices. Okay, so all these factors, there are n number of benefits, whether it is physically or psychologically or emotionally, whatever you call, even in spiritually. There's so many beautiful things which open up while the process of meditation. Okay, so meditation, reaching to the state of meditation, is a complete aspect. It's a destination. But while the process, now the third point comes after what is meditation and why it is important. Now the third point comes as what is the process that happen, that we all go through while reaching the state, by before we reach the state of meditation. The first is the physical experiences. Okay, physical experiences where you might feel a tingling sensation, you might feel vibration all over, you might feel something traveling from your base of the spine and all these things. Okay, these are the physical things. You may feel numb, you may feel very heavy. Sometimes above the head you may feel very heavy pressure on your head, or sometimes you may feel very light at the physical way, as if as light as a feather. You may feel there are so many physical experiences which come up. These are all symptoms. These are all like you're aligning to the state of meditation. Okay, this is while the process, this is what happens. And now when it comes to the mental experiences, that is your thoughts. So there might be many thoughts which are going to come up. The thoughts which you have never thought of, like maybe you have forgotten the thought which has a situation, a thought which has happened long back, in your childhood, in your maybe the thought is from your grandparents or anybody. Sometimes you heard maybe a movie, you have seen something. All these things might come up. Okay, all the mental experiences, these are so many things which happen, and this might go on for a long time also. Sometimes you don't have to feel that I've started meditation, I've been doing from 3 months and 4 months or even 1 year, but nothing works. You don't have to feel that nothing works for me and things are not happening. It's just the process, it goes on. Now you have to cut off the point also. You can't allow the thoughts. How do you cut off? Just by becoming aware of them. The minute you become aware of them, you realize that this is happening. When it is happening physically, whatever experience is happening, it's a new thing. Now you identify, you are aware of it. You suddenly feel, yes, something is happening in my body. But when it is thoughts, you are not aware, you are going along with it. You are merging yourself, dissolving yourself in the thought and in that thought related experiences. Okay, once you become aware, that yes, this thought has come up now. Okay, you have to just tell that thought, I heard you, I'll come back to you later. Okay, and move on with your routine things, with however you were practicing, whatever could be the tool. Simple tool is always watching the breath, but if any other tool you are processing, you can just focus on your taking and using it as a tool, whether it is a Reiki healing or pranic healing or any other tool you're taking in, you can just go on with that. Okay, and now after the mental experiences, it is you come to the emotional experiences. Emotional experiences are completely where your emotions begin to come up. Suddenly you may feel, there might be, they can sometimes it happens, there is no thought at all, but you may feel like crying. Sometimes you may just feel joyful, you may feel just smile mode. Maybe you're sitting in silence, but you just, the smile comes up. Okay, there's so many things, emotions which may come up. Maybe you might sometimes thoughts and emotions both overlap with each other. A thought comes in, maybe a painful issue, situation which you have experienced in your past, or maybe you have seen somebody going through the pain thing, and that connected your heart so deeply, and now when you are sitting in your own silence, all these may pop out, and you may take it as, this I would have done in this this pain has happened, this injustice has happened, so many things, the values of all justice and injustice, good, right, and all these things come up, and now you get along with that. Okay, you delve into that, all that. After a certain point of time, when the perception changes, all this gets resolved. This happens, this is a process, so this happens. There is nothing like how long this goes on. It's just whenever the moment you are aware of. Till you are aware of, things goes on. Right? And now from there you can come to the point of spiritual experiences. When it is coming to the spiritual experiences, that could be the third eye experiences, all the clairvoyance experiences, clairaudience. You may get to listen to some messages, some sounds as if somebody has told you. It may come from, the voice may come from your heart, or it may come from something else directly into your ear. And sometimes there's a telepathy, like you are saying something very strongly to somebody, or somebody else saying the same thing very strongly to you. Okay, you may hear those voices, you may transfer the messages, that all these third eye experiences come up. Third eye is like perceiving the truth as it is. Intuition. When we say intuition, it is like perceiving the truth as it is. Okay, and now when it goes on in this way, the meditation goes on into the spirituality, and sometimes it get merged somewhere with the physical experiences, with the thought and also emotions, and also the spiritual realm. You may feel in your physical body the same pain, the thought might be going on with the same painful, and there might be painful emotions, and maybe you might be going through even the visions, going through the same thing which are happening. So all senses are active, because third eye is all about the ESP, extrasensory powers. So all these are going to happen. Okay, and once all this a situation is resolved completely, now you calm down and you move very peacefully. At this moment, you can hear only the sound of your breath. It goes effortlessly in and out, because there is a relaxation, there is a change, there is something you released that point of time. Okay, till then you have even forgotten to open your eyes, you are just there with that. Your breath is on, you're watching, the breath is on, the breath process, the natural inflow and outflow, inhalation and exhalation of your breath is happening, but still you are so dwelled into this thought, emotions, and the physical experiences, and whatever you are seeing, with your inner eye, everything goes accordingly, as an alignment. Okay, and once all this is relaxed, your entire system has fallen into a relaxation. This is the time you'll listen only to your breath. And there would be a sometime after a certain series of all this happening, sometimes you may feel, so relaxed the entire day. You might probably open your eyes after that. You may feel a great relief and get along in life. There is some insight which flows, which continues to flow, and you may get along with life. That goes on. But the more you get into this is the process. If you continue sitting in silence and watching your breath and allow you to come out, express yourself, whatever is hidden inside, and understanding it and realize it with integration and awareness completely, now comes the state of absolute stillness. And now, after, before you come to that absolute stillness, just before that, you may come to a point of seeing lights, colors, and so many things. You may see a huge ball of light. You may see forest. You may see hills with mountains with ice on it. There's so many experiences that might come up. You might start seeing there's an out of body experience that might come up, where you walk out of your body and you travel wherever you are. Okay, always remember, out of body experience is not something where your body, your astral body is left you. It is always the driver is still sitting inside. It is just to experience the reflection of your entire system is just going out, just to have a wonder what is happening. This stage, still you can make the person, the you which has gone out of your body, wander wherever you want to wander and do the things whatever you have done, and again you come back. It is like reprogramming. You have programmed a thing which you wanted to do, which is coming up next is as a highlight in your life, and you have done it before. This ability begins to open. And now, after this, but even after this, all the systems have happened. These are good things which you feel good, and these are all the positive things which are filling in you whenever these things are happening. There's so many things. Maybe it's a revenge thing which are going on. All these things, everything gets dissolved, and things start moving on and moving deep inside. And now you find, going deeper and deeper into a tunnel, in a cave. You're actually, maybe you might feel you are going the other way around, but you're actually going deeper inside. Okay, and now you might see a huge ball of light, and then absolute silence takes over. That is the silence where your body is completely vibrated, your breath is going on, but still you are not aware of it. You are completely absent at the physical level and the mental level, at the emotional level, and even at the spiritual level. You have become completely zero. This is the state of meditation. The more time you are in that state, the more energized you are in the physical plane. At the mental realm also, mental state also. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, you become more stronger, because you have utmost connected to that life inside you. In totality, you have dissolved yourself into the ocean of life. Okay, so it is being activated. And now that's the reason you have become, because you have become one with everything in the universe. And now that's the reason there is no physical identity. There is no specific identity for you to say that you are the body, you are the mind. There is no thought, no experience, no emotion. You cannot say I'm the spirit at that point also, because you are already zero. You are even gone beyond it. You have dissolved yourself. Right? These things keep happening. This is the process. And now, when we come to the next point of understanding our intellect, mind, how to stop the mind. When we say, oh, we have to stop the mind and give it a work. Okay, when it comes to that point, you should always first, I say, you must understand that stopping the intellect is not possible, because the body and the mind, something or the other, has to function all the time. Okay, that is the mechanism, physical mechanism that happens. Either your physical body is working or your intellect is working, because intellect keep changing its perceptions. That's how you evolve in this physical dimension, right? So that goes on. Now at the meditation, what is happening, you have dissolved. There is no physical realm now. There is no physical dimension for you. It is completely dissolved. There is no mental dimension also, and there is no spiritual dimension also. So that's when you have dissolved. At this point, there are three things in the physical dimension. We have three things. One, we say about, we call it as vasanas, and from there you talk about your gunas also, and your system also, your bodily thing, whether it is your connection with your body or any other body, or the objects. Okay, all these things. And when it is coming to gunas, it is talking about your tattva, your essence. Okay, rajasic, tamasic, or sattvic. These are the three gunas which come into. and then comes the intellect. Okay, after the physical, it comes the intellect. Intellect is understanding how, according to the tattva, how the intellect is working. If you have the tattva of tamasic, okay, tamasic guna, if you're having the tamasic guna, then mind will think according to that. If you are holding on to a tattva of a rajasic, then mind will think about that. If you're holding on to a sattvic, then mind will think according to that. Okay, your intellect is working, is giving you the thoughts, is giving you an understanding, a realization about a situation based on what gunas you are inside. Okay, so it is the purification process begins. Now you, after this, all these qualities, now the purification happens, and purification happens always in three ways. One is your intellectual self, one is your collective individual, and then comes the universal individual. When it comes to your individual self, it has got nothing to do anybody. It is just you are alone. You are life, your life and your strategies of life. Okay, there is nobody else here. Okay, this is how whatever you have learned, from all this, your past lives, your journey from the dot to infinite, whatever you are today till today, from the moment you are born, in whatever form, maybe a mineral form, a animal form, a plant form, or whatever, till the human form, so far till date, whatever you have carried for your, as your story, all this starts coming up. This is you completely. Okay, and now the processing happens about the other way process happens about the collective individual. After the individual alone, there is a collective individual. Here you tend to process the aspects of you from your ancestors also. There are some samskaras we have brought from our ancestors, some quality maybe we liked it all and we have been taught to be this way. We collect all these thoughts and emotions are also growing. Maybe to this generation we may not need that, but still, because the learning is there, it's still working inside. So this purification also happens. We understand right now I don't need to learn this because this is something related to past, and now I don't need to. Okay, these things go on. And now comes the universal individual, where you hold the quality which is universal. It could be any metaphorical form, archetypal form from mythologies or angels wisdom, or anywhere you tend to see yourself in that way. Collectively it is like, collectively you are going processing. There are so many things universally which you are bringing into the change. Okay, it is like, if you have changed in that perception, whoever is holding in that frequency, all others will be transferred the same thought. It's like one person healing and the rest of the clan is healed. Okay, this is what happens. That is what universal individual. So we have three layers of self within ourselves. One is our individual, one is collective individual, which is only to the family. It could be the whomever you feel like family. Everything is connecting to your own blood family. Every person you may say, so and so person is like my mother or like my father. You tend to experience all that wounds which are there inside your body. Okay, all in your story, whatever memories have been stored in your cellular memory, whatever is there, everything will be processed. So you may tend to take, if you have anger about your father, you may tend to fight with that person. Okay, you have not received proper love, you may expect and try to cling to that person, because in your mind your intellect is giving the same reflection. So this is how you get healed. This is all the process of healing only. But a person needs a lot of understanding before taking anyone into a particular role. Okay, we need to understand why we are taking this person into a role, and what is that we are going to dump on their head, and what is that we are taking from them to on us. Okay, there's so many things we understand. Even at the universal level, it is the mass healing which happens. That's the stage of a very refined souls who tend to choose such systems. Okay, and all these three layers are there in everyone. We are not just a spark. We are the even if we are the sparks, we are sparks of the universal light, right? From the huge light we have come as a spark, so it is the same energy which is there here and there. If you have tasted a salt from the sea, or saw the same salt from your kitchen, it is the same. The salt means the same. So knowing yourself individually, or knowing collectively as a purnatma, it's one and the same. So meditation gives you that kind of processes. By the time you reach into the stillness, into the state of meditation, these are the stages, everything point by point comes out. Okay, friends, so this is little about, this is only the part one today. So we now for 15 minutes we are going to do a beautiful meditation. Okay, the process, and I request all of you to follow the same guidelines, and it would be a wonderful journey. There are so many things you will be connecting in this process to every aspect of the life and the tattvas. Okay, so friends, just close your eyes and clasp your fingers. Okay, feel relaxed. Let the spine be straight. You can feel yourself relaxed and keep the, but always remember the spine must be straight. Now bring all your attention to your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, as you breathe in and breathe out, feel the relaxation at every in-breath and out-breath. This kind of system, you can just call it as a breath meditation. And now, as you breathe in and breathe out, allow your breath to flow in every part of your body. And now choose an element. It could be earth element, water element, or fire element. Stick to only these three, any of these three. If you have chosen earth element, enter deep inside the earth. See yourself covered completely with the mud. Don't lose your focus on your breath. As you breathe in and breathe out, as all your attention is on your breath, along with this, be aware of the mud or the sand which has covered your body completely, and also be aware of your breath. If you have chosen water, allow yourself dip deeply into the water, and feel the water covering around you. So it's surrounded completely you. It's like breathing inside the water. If you have chosen fire, it's the same way. Enter into the fire and breathe inside the fire. Now you are aware of the element and you are aware of the breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Whatever feelings come, whatever emotions come, let it go. But just be there. And now, slowly, along with your breath, along with the element, bring all your attention to every part of your body. From your feet to your legs, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your stomach, your chest, your shoulders, your hands, and your fingers and palms. Now your neck and your back completely, and your face muscles, your eyebrows, your forehead, your jaws, your chin, till the top of your head. Now from the top of your head till the bottom of your feet, you're completely aware of the sensations of your body, along with the feeling of the element of whatever you have chosen, and also being aware of your breath in and out. And now be aware of the environment around. What kind of environment is that? Remember, your awareness is spread all over on your breath, the element, your body, and also environment. You are aware of everything now. And the sounds. It could be birds chirping, or water flowing, or it could be anything. The sun shining. All the sounds which are there, you're being aware. You are aware of the sounds, you are aware of the environment, you are aware of every part of your body, you are aware of the element, and you are aware of the breath. From top of your head till the bottom of your feet, every aspect, everything in you is completely aware now. And within all these surroundings, all this environment, sounds, breath, in and out, the element and the body watching, as you do, as you are aware of all these things, now be aware of the silence which is spread all over, in the sounds, in the environment, in your breath, in your body, and the element you have chosen. There is a deep silence. Be aware of that silence. As you become more and more aware of the silence is completely entering your environment, even into the sounds. The sounds are also helping you go into deeper and deeper silence and spread over in the environment and entering in every part, every molecule, every cell of your body, and every part of your body. And now even within the element you have chosen, and it is moving in and out in your breath. From top of your head, from the bottom till the bottom of your feet, you're completely in silence. You're completely aware of that silence. Be aware of the body sensations. Be aware of your breath in and out. Be aware of the element you have chosen. Be aware of the environment. Be aware of the sounds. And be aware of the silence. Witness everything as if you were an audience. Everything happening in one body, from top of your head till the bottom of your feet. Be in this as long as you can. Be in the stillness. Just be aware of your breath, just effortlessly moving in and out. And while you are aware of your breath in and out, moving effortlessly, be aware of the element also you have chosen and the body, every part of your body also. Be aware of every aspect along with the silence. And once when you feel you're done with it, you can slowly come out of your element along with your body, distance, and feel your body completely being more alive. And now you can feel your every part of your body. You can move your body and legs slowly. Come back to your present moment. Now once you feel ready, feel completely ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Yes, friends. So this is the guided meditation where how you go deeper into it. In this meditation, you have connected to your body, physical body. See, physical body is why we say physical body, because there is an intellect which is going on even in this physical body. You are not telling your body to begin the digestive system. You are not telling it to begin to digest the moment you have your meal. You're not telling your organs to function properly. There is no command, but it is happening all by itself. That is the intellect, the memories, they're alive. That's a life which is functioning alive inside. So you're connecting to it's not the body, just the body you are connecting to, it's the life you're connecting to. And the element, whatever you have chosen, it helps you in purifying that particular tattva in you. You can keep changing the element for 7 days or whatever days you have chosen. One day you can do with earth element, one day you can do with water element, or one day you can do with fire element. Air element and the space element, they are higher dynamic elements. Of course, every element is dynamic in its own way, but I suggest you to be with these three elements of ground, because it keeps you grounded, it keeps you fixed in your body. It will not allow you, because some people are very fascinated about out of body experiences, that this excitement will give a detachment from your body. Okay, you may end up having relationship issues and all the ground survival issues. So always stick to the three things of earth, water, and fire. These three elements will keep you intact in your body and keep you refine and evolve along with the physical dimension. Okay, so be with this is the simple technique which I have told. You can read it and you can listen to it and you can practice this meditation. Or else the simple meditation is always clasp your fingers, always keep your spine straight and listen to the sound of your breath. I don't say watch your breath, I say listen to the sound of your breath. When you are listening to the sound of your breath, and in breath and out breath, and let there be no interval between the in breath and out breath. Let there be no interval. The minute there is an interval, there is a possibility of you getting diverted and you get distracted towards other sounds and other thought process. Okay, this may make your journey too lengthy to reach the state of meditation. Okay, so always be with the sound of your breath and let there be no interval. When there is no interval, You are not connected to anything inside you. It's like you are the thoughts or emotions whatever related to your past. Okay, but sometimes even while you are breathing in and out faster, there is some emotional cleansing that might happen, because it's a process of meditation. You before you reach the state of meditation, this is the process everyone go through, we all go through. Okay, but you don't get diverted or distracted from it. You are in the process. Your breath will be guiding you. It is through the power of your breath you will be cleansing yourself so much. So be with this. Just clasp your fingers and focus, completely focus on your breath, and in breath and out breath, keep listening to the sound of your breath, because it's the rhythm of your life. Okay, be there. And this is how it is. This little about meditation. And when it comes to energy healing practices, there are many energy healing practices and alternative therapies to heal our energy body, our emotional body, our psychological system. Okay, it could be some practice Reiki, some practice pranic healing. Everything is a tool. It's not that everyone will get used to one system directly to the breath. Everyone has different way. The Any tool can give you a sudden change of life and may see, oh my god, life is so beautiful. Okay, it could be anything. It could be any tool which can bring you into that state. So there are, always be aware of whatever therapies you all have, whether it is rebirthing breathwork or past life regression, or it could be a shamanism. Everything is a healing art. Psychologically, the system, emotional body has to be healed. Unless that is healed, the spiritual body, the essence of you, cannot be expressed directly, and there's going to be so much of ups and downs in life before it comes into the manifestation. We need to make our life on a highway, not in twists and turns of life. Okay, make it, that's what is happening. Energy healing practices, when it's there, there's so many practices you can choose. You can learn a number of practices. There's so many online courses which are there, and even there's so many systems. Okay, I practice rebirthing breathwork more, a lot, and I do so much of processing inside myself to keep myself grounded. And the element, most of the time I choose is the earth element and the water element. Okay, these are two elements which I choose, and it's not the choice out of choice, but it just, I'm tuned into these elements very comfortably. So this is how things happen. And energy healing practices, whenever we are saying energy healing practices, there's so many alternate therapies. You can choose one thing, but always remember, the simplest is always your breath. Practice, you can learn about a therapy because it helps you in learning. When you are learning about a therapy, how the therapy works and everything, you will know that this therapy works in this way and this therapy works in this way, and what suits your experiences you can choose. That could be your personal weapon in purifying your own self. So you can choose that way. It's not that for everyone past life regression will work. For some people, past life regression may give a dark variation of life. They may end up losing interest in all these therapies, any therapies. So always be, it's not that just because this therapy did not work for you, that does not mean no system is working for you. It is, maybe you have not yet aligned to your weapon, which can be working on you. Okay, always work on self. This is little about meditation and energy healing practices, and there are so many other practices. This is just, today is the part 1, and tomorrow we are going to do the part 2, and in that we are going to study about the even more deeper about energy healing practices. So thank you friends, and stay tuned. This is a series which will be going, every topic would be interlinked and interesting. So don't lose any topic and stay tuned. Thank you friends. See you tomorrow sharp 7 p.m. the same channel. Thank you.